Hi guys, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday. It's Tuesday, January 21st, 2014. This is Talk to Me Tuesday number 244, and this is Jennifer. I have two quick things to share, and then we're going to get into my epic pile of UFOs. First of all, I want to let you guys know that As You Wish did start on fandomandstitches.com last week. The first two designs were by Elizabeth, such as so-and-so, and she designed both patterns. There is a character pattern and a quote pattern. The character pattern is paper piece, the quote pattern is embroidered, and this is the only time that the same designer will do both. I've had a lot of questions about the style and what's coming and all of that. You guys are just going to have to wait and see what happens. The Quilt and Stitch Along goes through May. These are free patterns. And we will also have a design invitational later in the Quilt and Stitch Along. So if you're designing something, Princess Bride, save it for later. Just keep it to yourself until the end, and then we're going to have a huge event for that. And there will be prizes, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So far, I have only made my quote block. I have my Buttercup stuff aside for finishing my character block, but I wanted to show you my embroidered block. This is, these are all quotes from Buttercup. This was designed again by Elizabeth at Such and So-and-so. I will put a link in the description to her blog and to the patterns for last week. There will be two more patterns next week, so it'll be every other week from last week through May. The other thing I wanted to show you guys really quick was I did get some backing fabric for the orphan block quilt that I've been showing you guys the last couple of weeks. I picked this up at Linus. And you can see it's pretty much perfect when you put it up against the other parts of the quilt. So I'm going to try to get this free motion quilted before the February meeting, which is not for a month. So I've got plenty of time. I just picked up some new basting pins, and I'm going to get this guy basted and ready to go and donate it to the Linus Connection. Now the moment that you have been waiting for. I have finally put together all of my UFOs for 2014. I did a big post on Sew Hooked. I actually did 3 really big posts on Sew Hooked. I did Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I did a recap of everything I finished in 2013 that was on my UFO list. I did another post that was all of my UFOs that I hope to finish or at least advance on in 2014, and then I did another post that was stuff that I did that had nothing to do with my to-do list. So the stuff I'm going to show you today, these are projects that I started sometime in the past that for whatever reason got set aside. Usually when I set a project aside, it's because I have something I actually have to finish. So I quilt for fun, but I also quilt for a living. So I design patterns that I sell both online, and I've had quite a few patterns now published. And so if I'm working on something that's for me and I have a job, I have to put it aside, and sometimes putting it aside, it's not quite a death knell, but sometimes when I put projects aside, they end up collecting dust for a while. So this to-do list are all of my projects that I want to finish this year. These have nothing to do with any of the stitch-alongs, of the block of the months, of any of the patterns that I'll publish this year. It has nothing to do with any of that. These are things that I want to finish. So I pulled out every project that I could find that I had not finished, and I came up with 17. I'm going to show these to you guys, and my goal for 2014 is to have less than 17 UFOs by the end of 2014. I'm calling this Finish It in 14, and I'm hoping that I'm going to try to do it like I did 12 for 2012, which, if you guys remember, we tried to finish 1 UFO a month all of 2012. That was very successful. I actually ended up finishing 10 and getting, I think, 5 one step closer to being done. So I'm hoping to do something similar this year. If I can't finish one every month, then at the very least I'd like to get it one step closer to being done. So to make it easier on myself, I have sorted all of my UFOs and put them in one giant bag. So this is my UFO bag. I have all of my UFOs are in here, and all of them are bagged like this. And I put a note to myself, like, this is the garden party block a day that I did on Sew Hooked in 2012, I think. I finished 8 of the 30, and I really want to make all of these blocks, so I put 8 of 30 because I know that's how many I've finished. I've got the patterns in the back, the blocks that I finished are in the front. All of my projects are bagged like this, and they all have notes saying what they are and how much is left to do on them. I'm going to go through these kind of fast because I have a lot. So first of all, This is a set of flannel blocks that I cut and pieced. I don't know when. I've been quilting for a little over 10 years now, and I have no idea. These are fabrics from when my children were little, so I, again, have no idea. This is the second quilt from a stash of flannel blocks I found last year. I did the other quilt last year and gave it to Linus. This one will also be done and given to Linus. This is the hand embroidery sampler that I did in 2012 to actually learn to hand embroider. I'd done a little bit before that, but I wasn't really proficient at it, and I wanted to hand embroider Project of Doom, so I did this sampler quilt. It was from a blog that sadly does not exist anymore, but anyway, last year I got the top piece and I got the borders on it. It just needs to be quilted. I have the quilting back and I have batting all in a bag. It just needs to be basted, free motion, bound, and it's done. And this one I will probably save for a gift. This is Topsy Turvy Trees. This is one of my patterns that I sell on Sewhooked, and you can actually find this in my Craftsy store. This is one of the most fun quilt tops I have ever pieced. I pulled all greens and scraps and whatever, and I had a blast making this. I need a quilt back for this, and I need to put together some batting and pick some binding, and then it's ready to go. You're going to see a lot of quilt tops today because I finished a lot of quilt tops last year. I just didn't get the quilts finished. This bag is for Not All Who Wander Are Lost, which is the Lord of the Rings block of the month that came out last year on Fandom and Stitches. Lilia hosted this. There were lots of wonderful designers. I was working full-time when it started. By the time I wasn't working full-time, I was so behind I decided to wait and just make them at my leisure, and what basically ended up happening is I made my blocks that I designed and I didn't make anything else. This is the Black Gate, which I designed for the event. Again, this is free on Fandom and Stitches. I have the patterns printed. I have a whole bunch of Stonehenge fabric, which I saved from There and Back Again, and it will eventually become this quilt. Speaking of There and Back Again, here it is. It needs to be quilted. I already have a back. I already have batting. I just need to quilt it. I'm going to free motion quilt this one. I'm probably going to use a lot of different thread. I'm probably going to quilt it pretty heavily. I have saved a place in my downstairs since I painted in the spring of last year. I finished painting end of April-ish. And there is a spot on my wall that has been blank waiting for this quilt since then, so this one is definitely high on my priority list to get done this year because I really, really want to display it. And again, this is all made out of Stonehenge fabric, which is what I want to do the Not All Who Wander Are Lost quilt out of, so that I have a Hobbit quilt and a Lord of the Rings quilt that coordinate. This bag is all t-shirts and t-shirt pieces. Look, George Michael, from when I was in high school. These are just some of my favorite shirts from back then, and to date these shirts, I graduated from high school in 1991, so I've had these shirts a really long time, and way back before I knew anything about quilting or piecing or rotary cutting or anything else, I cut the t-shirt fronts out with scissors. And so they're pretty bad shape, but at the very least, I want to make a tote bag or something out of this. I've had these cut out for so long, and I don't want to get rid of them because they are a little piece of my own history, and at the very least, I want to make something out of them. So it's tote bag or maybe a throw pillow, or I don't know, but I want to do something with these this year. This is a little quilt made out of orphan blocks from a quilt I made for a friend's wedding in like maybe 2006. I don't know, it was a very long time ago. I actually have what I need for borders. I thought this would make a great border for this quilt. It needs a border, it needs a back, and then it's going to be a Linus Connection quilt. These are the garden party blocks that I do have completed. I did 8 of the 30. I will either make all 30 of them. I really do want to make all 30 of them because I'd love to do an entire quilt. I will either make them all, or I will finish one more and make this a Linus quilt. I do want to make all the blocks, I just don't know how much time I'm going to have to squeeze in both Not All Who Wander Are Lost and 22 blocks from Garden Party. I'm a little behind on those guys. This is my quilt made from vintage churn dash blocks. The churn dashes were hand pieced. I made the snowballs, added the borders. It's another quilt that just needs to be quilted. I have the backing, I have the batting, I have the binding. It just needs to be finished. It's my Harry Potter swap quilt from 2007, 2008 maybe. I got this guy pieced and I got borders on it last year. Has backing, has batting, have binding I think even. Just needs to be quilted. It's my mustachio quilt. These are my mustache patterns that you can get on Craftsy, but check out craftsy.com/sewhooked and you can find this guy, you can find topsy-turvy trees and a whole bunch of other stuff, but I love this quilt. I think it is one of the most fun things I've ever designed. Actually, the pattern set are just the mustaches. You can do whatever you want with them. This is just a simple layout. I just put them with some sashing of the same background fabric and put a plaid border on it. Again, I have everything I need. I just need to quilt it. This is a hand-pieced star quilt top that my husband bought for me on our anniversary probably 4 or 5 years ago. We found it at an antique mall and he got it for me, and I've always intended to hand quilt this, and it's just not happened because I've had 60 billion other things to do, so it's just sort of sat and lingered. I'm going to put muslin on the back of this. It needs batting, it needs binding, and right now it's just a quilt top. It's been on my list, I think, for the last 3 years as a UFO, and hopefully I'll make some sort of progress, even if it's only getting the supplies that I need to get it one step further. This is my 10-minute block quilt from a couple years ago when we did the green charm swap on Talk to Me Tuesday, and I tried the 10-minute block with this, and I really like the way it looks. I think it's a great quilt top. I have the back, I've got the batting. I think probably this one will end up going to Linus. I'm going to try to get it quilted and get it done, and I'm most likely going to donate to Linus. Last year I thought I'd save it for a baby gift, and then I had a couple of opportunities to use it for a baby gift and I didn't, so I think it's going to go to Linus. This one I've actually shown you guys recently. This is my Project of Doom signature quilt. It is quilted, it is trimmed. I need to bind it. That's all that's left on this. It needs to be bound. It could use a label, but I don't think I'm actually going to label this because all the information about the quilt is actually part of the quilt. It's kind of the point of the quilt. It's got the date on it, it's got my name on it, it's got the name of all the people that participated, so I think I'm just going to bind this and it's going to be finished. This bag is my fabrics from Hard Hat Cat. These are all Australian fabrics. I picked out this pattern to use these fabrics for. I need an accent fabric, so these are the fabrics in the bag will be the focus fabrics that go in here. I need whatever's going to be the white fabric here. I have no idea what it's going to be. Probably a batik. I don't know what color. I don't know anything else. At the very least, I want to get the supplies to make this quilt, and then maybe, who knows, maybe I'll get it cut out this year. Things I did not show today that may or may not be on my to-do list for this year, they're not officially on the to-do list, are orphan blocks. I have bags of blocks that are blocks that I have published that I have not done anything with, that they're just individual blocks, they're not complete quilt patterns. I have stacks and stacks and stacks of 5-inch Harry Potter blocks, 5-inch fandom blocks. Those are in shoe boxes in my closet. I may or may not do anything with them this year. Last year, if you guys remember, I finished the Harry Potter alphabet quilt. That was stacks and stacks of letters in a shoebox, so who knows what I'll get to this year. The IKEA bag is the priority. Things that I publish are a priority, so As You Wish and Paper Piecing Vintage are at the top of my to-do list. So the IKEA bag, we've got stuff I publish here, stuff that's mine here. So I am going to try to finish at least one of these projects every month. For you guys that don't watch Prin's videos, she is posting them on Facebook, and you can find her on YouTube as well. She is a old school Talk to Me Tuesdayer. She started with us way back when we started in 2009, and she is back doing Talk to Me Tuesday, and she has a Facebook group that's a UFO group to finish UFOs in 2014. I will put a link in the description, and you guys, I encourage you to join it. She's giving away prizes. And basically the idea is that you post a picture of the UFO that you will be working on during that month, and then you post a finished picture of your UFO, and then you're entered to win a prize for the month. So it's easy, it's fun, and you get support, you get cheered along. You guys know that I'm a big fan of groups. I love the Talk to Me Tuesday live journal community. I have a Paper Piecing Vintage Facebook group. There's a Fandom and Stitches Facebook group. There's a Project of Doom Facebook group. And these groups are all really great. They're basically virtual bees. So they're like your sewing friends online. So I definitely recommend you guys check out at least some of those. Join one of them at the very least, just to have a little extra support through 2014. Just a quick reminder that if you post a video and put it in the Talk to Me Tuesday Live Journal community, ttmt.livejournal.com, you will be entered to win this awesome pin cushion and thread catcher. This is a weighted pin cushion that you sit by your sewing machine on the table, and then you put your little threads and stuff in here. One lucky person will win this awesome little guy. It was donated by HB5 Freak, and all you have to do is post your video to ttmt.livejournal.com. That is, I think, everything. I hope I get everything done that I need to get done this year. Current projects, obviously, priorities, and it's going to be a fun year. There's a lot to do. There's a lot going on this year. Right now, I am organizing and running 2 huge events. As you guys know, I run 3 websites. I sew as much as I possibly can. I hand stitch, I crochet, I work on stuff all the time. But my first priority is always, always my family. And fortunately for me, they are all extremely understanding of the fact that I always have something in my hands. That's going to be it for today. I would love to see your UFOs for 2014. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.